Brothers and sisters, put your hands together for Apocalypse. Peace. Here we go. Another day from the depths of Apocalypse. Dogs of God's Entertainment. With a few thoughts. You know, we had a beautiful encounter with a sister. Sister Margot, I think that's what she said her name was. Meant to write it down. Because that's important. You know what I'm saying? People like to hear their name called, you know what I mean? So anyway, sister came in the foodie spot a couple of days ago. And one of the most beautiful things that took place is that she looked at the mural on the wall and was like, she was captivated because she's related to Langston Hughes. And Langston Hughes is on the wall, so that was like, that's where the conversation started. And she was just so moved by the picture on the wall, you know? And so it struck a conversation. And then I went back to the back, and then sister that was working the register came back. Sister wants you to come and sign her book, right? So she purchased my book. She said she saw the title. She opened it up and was like, man, I gotta have this book, because she has a lot of family members and just a lot of people that can benefit from this kind of testimony, right? And so we started to talk, and she asked me a few questions, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful exchange, you know, to be able to talk about my journey, my testimony, things of that nature, and for it to have the kind of effect, because the more I talk, the more people popped up in her head that she needed to get a book for. She said, is that in that book? Oh, I gotta get this book for, I gotta get another one for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sisters. And so it was a beautiful exchange. And so she said, I was gonna go to Nordstrom and buy me some shoes. I said, Nordstrom don't need your money. Anyway, but it just felt good to have a relatable story and that would make certain different people pop up in her mind that she would share this testimony with. So she ended up buying 6 books, and we signed 6 books for 6 different people. It was a blessing. And then as I'm sharing the story, and then, you know, when you get into it, like it's almost like being audited. Like you go back, you go to that place, or you go to a certain place when you're explaining certain things. And so I was about to say, you know, a cuss word was about to come out of my mouth, and I stopped myself. She was like, no, say it just like that. So, and I said it, and the beauty of it, the sisters was like, man, you know what? So anyway, she ended up getting 6 books, and she said she was coming back, getting more, and we also talked about some other things in terms of some things that we're going to do jointly to further this effort, to further this mission, right? Which I'm open and totally welcome to, right? Because that's the whole purpose of it. You know what I mean? To reach as many hearts, minds, and souls that we could possibly reach. You know what I mean? For the betterment, you know what I mean, of humanity, and that's the whole mission, right? And so, and all of this is just feeding, you know, the next phase of the book, because it's several things that we intend to do with this project to make it an ongoing thing and for people to be able to have ongoing access to information, you know, because some people don't like to sit down and read. Some people would rather see a video or something that may explain this or explain that, or that'll go deeper into, okay, what do you mean when you say this? What do you mean when you say that? Like, for instance, the first step is to make a decision. Now, again, there's a lot of information, well, not a lot, but it's some good information about decision making in that step, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but just imagine, just reflect. How many people make a decision on New Year's? Hey, I'm gonna lose some weight. You know, I'm gonna change my eating habits. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna start working out, or whatever the case. You know, or I'm gonna stop smoking. Whatever it is, we make these New Year's resolutions, and we make that decision, and we jump on it, and we size, man. We good. I mean, like the first week, the first 2 weeks, maybe the first month, we on it. You know what I mean? And and then before you know it, old habits kick in, right? So making a decision, I can make a decision right now, but guess what? I can instantly change my mind, right? So, you know, in the Lord's Prayer, say, give us this day our daily bread, you know. Just like this, we made a decision to do the Deaths of Apocalypse, you know, and we have a reason why, you know what I mean? And it was really for my own, to minister to myself, to make sure that I walked out of this door with the right mindset, right? And so we could have easily said, oh, you know, okay, I'm done with that. But hey, consistency is really what wins. Consistency is what helps us win. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gotta stay consistent on some things. You know what I'm saying? So that we can get some W's. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We can get some W's in our life, right? So, look, you ever heard this program? I don't need no damn program. Hooked on drugs. I just been smoking crack for 6 years. That don't mean I'm addicted. I can stop using drugs whenever I please. Man, getting high make you deep, man. I like having deep conversations, you know? Shit, killing me. Everybody gotta die some way. This is my last hit. How about that one? This is my last time getting high. You ever heard any of those? Come on, man. Make a decision. All right? Enjoy your day. Peace.